Every child is precious and filled with potential, but not every child has the opportunity to reach that potential. Freedom School is a unique place that creates a culture of learning, a culture of respect. Low-income children lose up to half of their learning during the summer. Summer learning loss is the biggest reason for the achievement gap, and if we can solve the summer learning problem, we can go a long way to erasing the achievement gap for children. The Freedom School model is very intentional, from the transportation to meals and morning Harambe time and curriculum, the college student interns as role models. All of that is thoroughly researched and part of what makes Freedom School work. Every morning in Freedom School begins with Harambe. Harambe is a Kiswahili word that means let's pull together. And the point of morning Harambe is a pep rally to start the day that says we are Freedom School. No matter what kind of rotten day we've come from, everybody's in a good mood, they've got their wiggles out, they've had their exercise, and a community guest reader is present every morning at Harambe time. Children can see no matter who you are, no matter what you do, reading is important to you. And so after a morning of Harambe time, children are ready to go into the integrated reading curriculum and spend the morning engaged with good books and literacy activities that help reading come alive for them. Literacy is the gateway skill that children need to be successful in education. In the early years, children learn to read so they can read to learn for the rest of their lives. Once a child learns to read, he or she is in charge of their own learning.
Every year when we go back to school, her teachers have said she's always progressing. There's no backslide for her reading. She's staying where she's at, if not improving. And I attribute that to Freedom School.
I definitely see an improvement in their reading from the beginning to the end of Freedom School, and more so after that, because I still communicate with a lot of my scholars. I hear it from their teachers and I hear it from their parents as well. I write my scholars, sometimes they call me and things like that. So
it helps keep the kids in a learning mode, and at the same time they can have fun.
We know Freedom School makes a difference in literacy because our research through the Center for Adolescent Literacies at UNC Charlotte has shown consistently that over 60% of our children gain up to a year in their reading comprehension in the summer, while 30% maintain their reading comprehension. The work of Freedom Schools is much more than just reading. Developing character strengths for children is a key piece of our work. Research tells us that cognitive and non-cognitive skills are equally predictive of success, and we know that the work of Freedom Schools helps children believe in themselves, develops their resilience, gives them better skills for making good decisions, and that goes a long way for success in life.
After Freedom School and dealing with the interns and everything, he learned that it's okay to be smart.
It makes me feel proud of myself, give me a little bit more joy every morning.
Then he's learned that I don't have to fit in, I can be me. And that's what I like about Freedom School.
Freedom School has also given me more confidence in myself, seeing me set goals higher than what I set for myself before I went to Freedom School.
Connecting children to a community that believes in them is an important part of the Freedom School's work. Larger community includes volunteers, children's parents.
I do feel more connected to a community after working with Freedom School. It really lets me know that there are several people out there who are my age, which is very important, who are advocates for children and their future.
You get to know the different parents because you're sitting down and you kind of talk, and what brings you together is your kids.
We have a Freedom School that includes children from many countries, black, white, and brown, from different continents even. And for those children to be connected to one another and connected to a community that believes in them is the work that we need for a society of our future.
They are able to give the kids one-on-one as well as group time. And that's very important to the kids.
As an intern, I've realized that when you encounter people, you meet just but a snapshot of them. You don't know where they came from, you don't know what's going to happen afterwards, and a lot of times we come with preconceived notions, and I think that holistically that makes our society a lot less empathetic. But the reality of it is, if there's a need there and you can meet it and you're willing to work towards meeting it, then that's your job.
Our college student interns participate in a selective process, are highly motivated and trained for over 90 hours before they join the classrooms, and they become advocates for children and advocates for education that will last a lifetime.
So that I can kind of impart this knowledge that I've gained from both Freedom School and seminary on other people, so that they understand that this is something that we as a community are responsible for working towards.
I recommend Freedom School for everyone who's able to get in. And I have been telling everyone that I know who has kids about Freedom School. Freedom School is great.
We know that we're making a difference on many levels in the work of Freedom Schools.